Good afternoon, everybody. This is your host, Adams, right here. Adams of the Adams Welfare Show. Coming up at the Welfare Show, still in Kisumu County, we are doing the exclusive episode number 4. Right here today, we are having an invitee right here with us today. And thank you so much, young and innovative minds, for making this possible today. And Mr. Daryl is gonna be right here with us today. Mr. Daryl, please welcome and have a seat. Thank you so much, Mr. Daryl. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
Nianze bwana, siku mingi.
Nimetulia tu mashughuli tu hapa na pale.
Venye nafaa?
Wewe umekuaje?
Mimi niko fiti, venye unaniona hivi ndo venye niko.
So,
Hivyo tu mazee.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's been an honor.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming to the exclusive Adams Welfare Show, still in Kisumu County. This is going to be episode 4. And today we are going to be speaking about some pervasive issues in the contemporary society. And most importantly, today we are going to be talking about mental awareness among the male gender. Today, at this exclusive episode, tune in to Adam's Welfare Show at YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and stay posted. Right away, we are doing the exclusive episode of mental awareness among the male gender. Thank you so much, Mr. Daryl, for coming today. It has been such an honor, for working with you. Our partnership has been so productive. It has been a long time, though we have not seen each other for a long time. I hope this partnership will benefit the both of us. Thank you so much, and you are welcome anytime. So it's gonna be about the silent crisis of the male gender suffering, about mental awareness, and we are gonna be talking about it. First of all, give us some little maze, tupatie ka intro kidogo, tuambie maze unatoka wapi, tuambie unafanya kazi gani, some little bit of intro maze.
As you all know, I'm Daryl, and yeah, I'm a resident here at Kisumu.
Yeah.
And still trying in life, but yeah, we're getting there. Trying to build your 20s and all that. Yeah, the male pressure, you can relate, right?
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Daryl, for coming today. I am Adams, your host of the Adams exclusive Adams Welfare Show. And today I'm still gonna be your host, still in Kisumu County. So we're gonna skip right straight into the subjects of mental awareness. And first of all, these stereotypes and stigma mean that the young men are struggling in silence with the mental health issues. And is this true that young males are actually struggling with mental issues in the contemporary society? Please, Mr. Daryl, can you actually tell us something about this ideology? Please.
Yeah, it's true that many males are struggling with mental issues, because when you look at the scale, 10 in every male, 9 of them are struggling with the mental issues.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're living in a society where we have normalized the ideology that every male should always exhibit that toughness, that yeah, you kuwa too strong kila time, unaget?
Manze wanataka ukue tough, manze.
So like when you show those signs of weakness, unakuwa judged, unakuwa demoralized, because they want you to be the best in that certain kind of way, because when you're down, wataanza kuona wewe uwezani na hii kitu, then you're gonna kutupilia, and so now one show of weakness, they forget about everything that you've done back then.
So thank you so much, Mr. Daryl, for expounding more to it than the definition, and it is actually interesting the way you have actually put it in such kind of perspective. And why do you think suicide is the leading cause of death among the young male gender of this generation. What do you think, Mr. David?
Yeah, I think it's true because according to statistics, when we see young youths are killing themselves, it's because, especially the male, it's because of this society, the ideology that people have normalized. Because when a man, also when a man tries to be strong each and every time,
Exactly.
It it makes them not be the best of themselves.
Yeah.
Because when you're hard all the time, because tapata kila saa umeka two walls, umeka walls, and when you buy those things down, one day they'll erupt, and when they erupt, you find yourself that now umejiua, na tu solution ni kamba ama kujiua to anything.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, unasema watu wananunua kamba. Hii market watu wananunua kamba, unadhani ni mbuzi zinaenda kufungwa, unadhani ni ng'ombe, watu wamelipa mahari wanataka kufunga ng'ombe. Kumbe ni watu wanataka kujifunga shingo kamba, na ni hivyo tu unaenda ukiendaga. Na ni youths, unajua ni male gender. So these youths are actually they resort to violence, mazena. This is actually so alarming kwa sababu hakuna mwenye anajua hiki kitu itafanyika. Unastukia tu mazee ule kijana tunakuanga naye hapa manzi akwani kama anakaanga tu msi tu fiti, ananga ngori, ananga noma. Tumesikia nini imefanyika ati amegenya. Ati nini? Suicide. So hatujui ni nini inaendelea. First of all, we have no clue actually what is going on. We don't know actually what was going on. We have no idea. We're actually burying a young male, and the only thing that we know is that alipatikana kihang kwa kamba, now he's gone. And it's suicide. So it's so sad. So that's why the Adams Welfare Show is right here. We are here for you today, that you will no longer feel lonely, because we are here for you. And you, my friend, I want to tell you today that we are gonna be here just for you, to show you that you can never be lonely, and we are watching out for you. So thank you so much, Mr. Darrell. I actually find these themes so much interesting, the way that you put it. So 70% of the male gender across the globe, in Ghana, in Kenya, and in South Africa, these 70% are actually committing suicide, and it is the leading cause of death among the young males. Why do you think there is a higher percentage of the youth that commit suicide in our daily lives? And we do not actually get reports of such youths. We do not actually get some certain reports that they were suffering from mental issues, and some they were going through some difficult situations, and they were trying to reach out. It is either the society or themselves that they hold themselves down from reaching out and finding help, and which leads to the higher percentage of youths committing suicide. Why do you think it is 70% males that commit suicide compared to the female gender, which is actually considered as a weaker gender in the society? Males are actually considered to be much more stronger in character, and mostly mentally. Males are actually considered to be stable mentally than the females. And right here, the numbers in the book, in the papers, they suggest that it is actually a higher a percentage of males that commit suicide. Why do you think it is actually that way compared to the female gender, which is actually considered weaker? What do you think, Mr. Deb? Please.
Okay. First we say society this, society that. We always blame society, right? But we are the society. Yeah, we're also the society. Like you as an individual, also part of the society, right?
Yeah.
So I think change starts with you.
Yeah.
And me. So when I change and I give that opportunity for my brother to come and open up, I've helped a lot. Because
oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Please, Mr. Dare will have some juice. This is actually passion juice. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about this juice. This was actually blended by me. Specifically, it was packed by me, and it was served by me. You are actually welcome. Have a glass of juice, Mr. Darrell. I'm sorry for saying this too late. I hope I'm not offended. Nobody's offended. Cheers to everybody.
Yeah, where was I? Yeah. So when I give the platform for my brother, akuja to open up. Ona nimemsaidia pakubwa. Because actually talking things out releases a lot. Yeah, because ukishinda umeiweka tu kiundani unapata ni ngumu. So yeah, every male is expected to show up, but in everything they do. So when a man realizes that he's worthless, he didn't manage to show up in a particular area, anaona tu ni kama the best way is ajue tu juu saa ni nini anafanya kwa life, hiyo ndo anaona. So I think we should just change in the way we treat others. Like, yeah, us as a society, we should work on that. Yeah.
But it is actually something sad that the female gender is actually not. The statistics in the books do not actually amount to the female gender actually committing suicide in regards to the percentage that we have in the books. And what is actually sad is that the male character and the masculinity of the male character has actually been demonized. And why do you think people assume that men are strong enough to deal with their own mental issues, and which is not actually likely to be the truth? You know, not all men are actually mentally healthy and stable mentally. That is a fact, that is true. And the society makes us believe that as long as you're a man, you have to show up for yourself and your family. But women know how to show up for themselves. But when it comes to the other gender, the male gender, we as men, sometimes we do not know. We know how to show up for our families. We know how to show up for our friends. We know how to show up for the women. We know how to show up for wherever we needed is a person, but we do not actually know how to show up for ourselves, and this is not actually something that this is actually something that happens in the limelight of the society. But the society assumes that everybody knows it is this way, and the society is trying to tell us that it is the way it is and it should be that way. Do you think, Mr. Darrell, do you think that males should start showing up for themselves and like the women do? Or do you think that showing up for as a man, showing up for yourself, do you think that it is actually something that is based on personal character, or do you think it is actually something based on some ideology? What do you think, Mr. Darrell?
I think as men, we all have ways of dealing with our issues. Mostly, okay, according to statistics, some indulge in alcohol or drugs, but you get the larger majority, maybe someone just plays a game, video games, or swimming. Like me for instance, I am a swimmer, so when I want to release pressure, just go take a dip in the pool and yeah, I relax. Or others just go and play football. Like, we need that solitude time, and so just away from all the pressure and all that, so that we can know and organize our thoughts. Yeah, so I think, yeah, tunafaa kuwa tuna nini, tuna uphold hizo vitu zenye mwanaume anafanya juu, yeah, when you see a man, he loves doing this and this, let him do that, because he himself knows why he's doing that, because it's something that makes him feel relaxed. Yeah.
So actually, Mr. Darrell is actually saying something so interesting about the specifics and the character of the male gender, and I actually like what you have actually said about solitude. To me, I think solitude can actually be a solution to some of the men, because you know some men are actually already lonely, and you know, I'm not talking about the marriage, I'm not talking about relationships, I'm not talking about personal matters, I'm talking about matters personality, and some people are actually lonely in terms of the person that they are actually lonely. And do you think solitude can act as a solution for or such kind of persons that are actually lonely?
At a percentage, I think it can, but also again, another percentage, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because when you're alone, there is that sense of peace, right? you are able to think and strategize for the next plan that you're going to make. But again, when you're lonely, also those thoughts may overweigh you when you start now overthinking and having those intrusive thoughts. And when you let intrusive thoughts to win, you know you are in for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 50-50 possibility. For
Yeah.
some it works, some it doesn't. Yeah.
So thank you so much. But I actually think solitude can be a solution for most men, and yeah, that is actually great and it's interesting. Thank you so much, Mr. Devil. So right up next into the next theme we are talking about. Remember to stay posted and like our videos at YouTube. Thank you so much. That was just by the way. So, men make up 75% of people with substance abuse disorders, and statistics state by the books that 80% of drug overdose and alcohol poisoning deaths are male, indicating gender gaps that are actually suicidal. So, manze inasema watu wanasafa sana na drug and substance abuse disorders sana sana ni wanaume. Now, the female gender has actually not been accounted to that, because the percentage of the female gender goes up to 3% and male gender goes up to 75%. No, unajua hiyo iko juu sana. High by 72%. Hiyo inamaanisha hii drugs, pombe nini ni wanaume tu. Na by the way, mimi najua wanawake wenye wanatumia drugs, wanalewa nini. Lakini statistics by the books inasema males actually throw themselves off. They want to get away. They want to at least be an inch away from reality. So they resort to drugs, substance abuse. They resort to alcoholism. And by the way, what do you think about the alcoholism? Mi naona sahi mi nilikuwa najua alcoholics ni wazee, old people, the millionaires, people who have already made some bags of cash. Na sahi mi naona ni youth mazee. Ukienda liquor store kwanza wenye wanakusava hapo ni mayouth, wenye wananunua hapo ni mayouth. What is happening mazee? So why do you think 75% of people with substance abuse disorders are actually males? Mr. Devil, please.
According to me, I think it's actually males having the higher percentage, because when you say the pressure of life, because okay, we are youths. When you hit your 18s, 20s, you're expected to have achieved something, or you're working to achieve something.
Yeah, the society is actually so hard on the male character that whenever you reach 20, they're actually on your back. They're actually looking at you, and everybody has eyes on you. They just ask him, what do you have? At 20, imagine, unajua msee ako 20 na society inakuuliza wewe uko na nini? Wewe unaweza fanya nini? 20 manze. Good.
Because society has put this kind of rule that your 20s will determine the rest of your life. And also when you see like a man who is trying to settle in life, now you see like when the economy is changing, that's like another pressure, and then trying to find a lifetime partner against a pressure, because the girls that we have nowadays they want their love to be conditional, but ours is initial, like we show up with the goods, they come and take. But instead, in reality, it should be I show up, you come, we help each other, and we build something great. Not you come and start using something that I've already built. And yeah, when I don't have now, you want to scram and run away. Like
that is actually something so sad about the personality of women. Is that women actually like where something has been built so that they can come and enjoy the benefit of whatever has been built. Why do you think women are actually most women, not all women are actually like that. We have better women. Women are so beautiful. We are not talking ill about women. We have so many beautiful women in this society. We are actually saying that most women prefer where having sharing a life partner with someone that has already built or achieved something, and almost no woman can never stand out to build something with a man that they will have for and share for the rest of their lives. That was just by the way. Please, Mr. Daryl.
I remember something in primary when my teacher used to tell me, somea bibi yako. So I'm wondering, nasoma yake fanya nini?
Manze inaweza kuwa yeye pia analala kwa class, analala. Leo unajua sasa. Niliona kwa internet siku moja ni mwingine anaambiwa ati wewe hakuna haja usome. Wewe mtu atakuja kuoa kupeleke shule usome. Manze ni ngori noma sana. Siku hizi mademu wanasoma PhD manini ni women. Lakini this lady alikuwa anaambiwa wewe hakuna haja usome. Someone will come and marry you na enyewe sawa. Sisi pia tulikuwa tunaambiwa kama hutaki kusoma, somea baba yako na mama. Kama uwezi wasomea, somea bibi yako. Sasa maybe at that time bibi yako, na unajua hiyo stage yetu tulikuwa tunaambiwa bibi yako bado hajazaliwa. Sasa sijui sasa hivi bado hajazaliwa. Ama sasa hivi wao ndio wale wanafanya CBC.
Buke miaka ni 35 pia, so
noma sana.
But again, something that we should also normalize and we should know, because the truth of the matter is, okay, a man's future matters, Katai. When you're building something, it matters. But again, a woman's past also matters. The same way, women have a biological clock and we have a financial clock. Like, as time goes by, we need to achieve something. But also women, as time goes by, you need to settle mapema jikifika hiyo time ya menopause. When you are at your 40s, you are bado hujaseti.
Mwenye alisema mapema ndo best. Huo msee aliona life.
When you realize that single women trying to keep other women single. Nana hii ideology fulani like
women are their own enemies. Mimi sijasema hivyo. Mwenye aliandika Blossoms of Savannah ndiye alisema kama unajua Blossoms of Savannah ni kitabu gani. Usinitusi. Utaniambia tu hapo kwa comments. Comment section ni yako. Comment section si ya matusi na si ya kuonyesha chuki. Comment section ni ya whatever you think, some ideas that you can share, some questions that you want to ask, some answers that you want to give. Thank you so much for staying posted, and thank you so much, Mr. Daryl, for expounding more to it. And next on the theme, we have failure to launch. And failure to launch is actually something that is so consistent, and it is so persistent in the male gender. And young men and boys are facing increasing difficulties in completing an education or entering a workforce, a phenomenon known as the failure to launch. And this experience leaves a lot of young men unaccomplished and purposeless, and mostly leading to school dropout, a higher school dropout rate, and men are also underrepresented in tertiary education too. So why do you think most men have increasing difficulties in completing an education or entering a workforce, as suggested by the phenomenon of failure to launch? And it has been stated by the book that this experience leaves a lot of young men unaccomplished, and it has actually truly stated that young men are actually mostly affected by this. So, Mr. Daryl, what do you think can be a solution to this kind of pervasive issues that occurs and repeatedly and in the national, in the contemporary society and in the national status of our community? And do you think that they can be a solution for this this problem that can is actually in the mental awareness sector? What do you think, Mr. Daryl, please?
I think that showing failure to launch. I think as men we need something like a platform so that we can something that can boost us to reach where we want to be. Because when you are in a certain place and all you get is discouragement and stigma.
Yeah.
Now your confidence is not boosted in a way. Yeah, and it's kind of sad to realize that, because we need that platform for boosting us, our self-esteem. Like
Exactly.
because we all love something and want to achieve something in life, and yeah, so we need that boost from our parents. Yeah, also parents, even
Yeah.
friends. Yeah,
Yeah, that is actually so interesting, Mr. Devil. Thank you so much for having such a good mind and interesting ideologies about the mental awareness themes that we have today. Thank you so much for that. Uh, what you have said is actually interesting, and what I would like to add to it is that do you think youths can learn to appreciate the fruit of innovation instead of running so much into employment that actually has a barrier of age, a barrier of loss of job opportunities, a barrier of health, and innovation does not have a barrier. The only barrier to innovation is lack of support. And in this society, we are in a society where women, some women support the women, other women, and some men do not want to support other men. And this is actually true that for a brother to rise, he needs a helping hand, not from a woman mostly, but from a brother. That a helping hand does not mean helping someone when in need. It actually means standing up for somebody, being there for somebody. Unajua, innovation plays a great role for a society, but the society does not want to appreciate innovation. Na unadhani bwana, most people they believe in white collar jobs. Manze, we soma, get your degree, get your diploma, get your certificate, go out there, look for employment. Now, no, no, no. Most of people who believe this ni people of the older generation. Unaona, sio mayouth wasai. Mayouth wasai, they like things that they can engage themselves in, not things to do with office work. They like things to do with field work. You see, and this actually means that they are actually talented. That they want to put their work and their minds to practice and into action to exercise their powers, to exercise their abilities, but the society does not allow them because of the norms and the beliefs that the society has about innovation. So it is actually true to say that what you have actually said, thank you so much, Mr. Devil, that innovation should much be appreciated. Yeah, I believe so. And
because
yes, please.
when you look at this, actually, it's true to say that sisi ka Gen Z, we are the last generation to grow up without the technology, and also our old folks, they believe that employment is everything. But for us, with the current changing world, all this introduction of AI, things that dealing with computers, devices, and all that, yeah, innovation we should uphold because it helps. It helps. Yeah, the employment, like instead of going to get employed so that can help another person build his dream, you can engage in that innovation and build your own dream in a way that you like it, not in a way that someone dictates that you should do something. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is actually bringing something to my mind. And for any man that wants to be happy, you can only find your happiness in whatever you love to do, and living what you love and loving what you live, and loving what you do. Actually, that is my definition of finding happiness in a man. Thank you so much. That was just by the way. And next to it is social stigma. Social stigma, that are issues compounded by the derogatory stereotypes. Social stigma that occurs in families, institutions, in society as a whole. And why is it that social stigma is so persistent in playing a role in the mental awareness of the male gender? A social stigma. Do you think that we can find a way out of social stigma? Do you think young males, can find a way out of social stigma? Can find a way to solve this problem that is giving actually some of the males of this society a lot of mental issues? The males that do not want to reach out and seek for help, though they are lonely. What do you think, Mr. Darrell? And what do you think can actually be a solution to this? Please, Mr. Darrell.
I think the solution to all this is like there is women empowerment, right? We should also not forget about the male gender, because when you expect a male gender to continuously show up and provide, they should also be empowered in a way, okay? And yeah, so the social stigma, as I said, is the society responsible, but you're also society. So it starts with me and you. So like when I start, you start, another person starts, unapata watu wengi pa nakuja na nini. So like instead of focusing on one gender, focus on the whole gender. Yeah, because mental problems are something that affects every gender. But when you empower one person and you leave the other, it's like you're leaving the other out to hang dry and die. Like yeah, should always empower each and every gender.
So that is actually true that women have organizations, women have institutions, women have other males, women have the law, women have the government that protects them and supports them. And what do the men have? Who protects the men? Who supports the men? Is it the men or is it the women that support the men? And this is actually true to say that we also need to forget about the male child, that we also need to know that he needs help and he also needs someone to be there for him when there is trouble, and a helping hand and a hand to hold. Thank you so much, Mr. Darrell. That is actually interesting. I actually love the idea that you bring to it about it. And next to it, we have education. So about education, we find that young men are disproportionately represented in the needs, the not in education, employment, nor training. The needs. Young men are disproportionately represented at needs. Why do you think young men are actually not in education, employment, nor training? And what do you think can be a solution for this? A solution that the society can use to fight the needs, the not in education or employment or training, any form of training of the young male gender. Mr. Devil, please, thank you.
I think the solution for that is we can't say that one has to be dependent so much on the books. Like, okay, it helps. I'm not discouraging you to study because I'm also studying, but again, should uphold that that sense of, okay, this person is not good in books. Why won't I empower him? Because we have these vocational training centers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So when a man finds something that okay, I can do this and this and this, yeah, we go and train in that. Yeah. Instead of keeping him in books and books, yeah, just see something that works with someone. Yeah, you empower them so that they can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, men actually need to be empowered so much. They actually need empowerment, not only from individual men, but actually the society, the government, organizations, and institutions. Thank you so much, Mr. Devil. And next, we are going to talk about solutions that the society can give on mental awareness among the male gender. What is actually the solution? First of all, I want to speak to you, my friend, that if you know any solution that can actually be of aid to the young male gender of this contemporary society, of this younger generation, you can actually use the comment section to your advantage. You can use the comment section to say to communicate to us, and we will get back at you via the comment section. Thank you so much, everybody, for staying posted. This is now a part of the conclusion, and today, thank you so much to Young and Innovative Minds for making and seeing to it that our partnership with Mr. Darrell is actually ongoing. Thank you so much, Mr. Darrell. I can see us being so productive in the future, and thank you so much, YAM, Young and Innovative Minds. So about the help and healing, do you actually think the young male can find help and healing? And if you think that they can find help and healing, where do you think that they can find help? And how do you think they can find healing? You can also tune back to the comment section and say this. Anything you have in mind is just for you. The comment section is open. say anything, ask anything, but respectfully. Thank you so much. What do you think can actually be of help in healing the young men the underutilized the official mental health services amounting to 20% of young males? That means in 10 males that you can come across in the daily occasion, you come across 10 males. It actually means that one out of the possible 10 actually is utilizing the mental health facilities. And why is this actually so persistent, Mr. Dev? What do you think?
I think, yeah, even in the presence of those mental helping facilities, I still had for someone to just come and open up. Yeah, because there's this tendency of when someone opens up, that thing yenye amekuja kuambia, it's being used against them, unaona. So unapata anaona instead of kuja kuambiana then baadaye atakuja kukuwa demoralized, washa tu abaki nayo cause yeah. So unapata only few are able to go and speak up, but the majority they just decide that acha nijeke ndio ina haja, unaona.
So this is actually true in that most men they resort to dealing with their own matters of mental health, dealing with their own issues, and the reasons to why most men decide to deal with their own matters and issues, mental issues, is that as a man you can decide to go and open up to a mental facility to seek help, but when you come across a woman as either a therapist, you know, most men know that most women actually use their weaknesses against them when they come out. The females use the weaknesses of men against them, and such as insecurities, personal matters, character matters, and matters, family, and other personal matters. Uh, they presume that most women actually are gonna use their weaknesses against them, and they resort to keeping the problems to their own, and which can highly amount to other problems, and which leads to men resorting to suicide, which is actually a higher risk, a greater risk, because in suicide there is loss of lives. Actually, thank you so much, and it is actually true that manzee, sasa hata kama mimi ni mwanaume niko na goli, niko na shida na ningependa nisaidike hata mimi, kwa sababu first of all huwezi saidika unless you identify uko na shida, si ndio? You cannot heal something that you don't reveal, si ndio? Yeah, huwezi enda kumsiku, unaenda usi unataka utibiwe na ujui ni nini inakusumbua wewe, unataka utibiwe, lazima ujue ni nini kwanza. So hata kama mimi ni mwanaume mazee, niko na shida na najua you are my fellow man na najua I can find help from you mazee. Sasa unajua mimi nitasema okay, nitakuja kwako, but sasa unajua mimi nitaona wewe ni mwanaume mwenzangu mazee, utanionaje mimi kama mwanaume nakuja kwako nakwambia ati familia, personal, mental issues, anxiety, psychosis, bipolar personality disorders, na kuambia nini, ni kama sasa ni kama nakuja kulia shida kwako. Sasa unajua as a man maybe utakuwa unanisaidia, but unaweza ona this is a weak man kwa sababu ana deal na vitu ndogo ndogo kama hizi. Unajua inaweza kuwa kwako wewe usha find mental stability na kwa msana anakukujia na dai help, huo ni msemo mwenye ujui hata anaweza kuja akitoka kwako, wewe ujui anajiambia kwa akili yake, nikitoka hapa mimi naenda tu nichukue kamba yangu nikule last meal yangu na mimi nisepe nijinyonge. But sasa unajua unaonaje, like unaona ni kama nikikuja kwako itakuwa even worse, kwa sababu siwezi bear kuona mwanamume mwenzangu anani advice. If maybe you are someone who is younger than me, na wewe ndio uko pale kwa medical facility, health facility, wewe ndio you're the one who has the help that I need, unaona itakuwa vigumu sana. Mbona unafikiria, why do you think it is actually this way, Mr. Devil, please?
I think when you say umesema pati unaona mtu ni mdogo and all that, I think for him kwa hiyo position yenye hapo hapo that maturity, that mental stability is actually dictated by experience rather than the age. So like ye kwa hapo obviously anaweza kusaidia. So like I think for me naweza sema tu like I rather carry the weight of my brother's tears than the weight of his coffin. Like she'll just speak up juu tutasaidiana juu okay for us boys ona mtu akiopen up hatutakuwa hapo all wipi unaona hiyo pity party hatutaki. It's always there for us. Utapata tunacheka kuja na shida yako, we'll make fun of it, but in real sense it's actually therapy, unaona. Wewe umekuja unasema shida yako, tutacheka tu, tutachomeana tu hivyo one on one, but utapata at the end of that conversation ume release a lot of baggage juu the words umeongea. Yeah. So like we should just speak up regardless. Yeah, because as men we are here to support each other. Yeah.
So perceptions and deformment state that these services are feminized. Tushaongea kuhusu hiyo services zinakuwa feminized. Yani msee anaona ni kama wenye wanafaa kuseek help kwa hizi mental facilities ni women. Na unajua most of these women hawaendagi tu huko, ni pale kwa landi popote pale kwa rentals penye wako. Mabwana zao wakishabuaga wameenda kazi, unapata all women wanakusanyika mahali tu mbele ya nyumba fulani. Ni mdomo tu. Inaweza kuwa maybe unasema ni emotional, ni nini, ni anganga mingi, lakini unajua it's actually therapy because wataongea, mi nyumba yangu iko hivi na hivi, mi bwana yangu ako hivi na hivi, kwangu iko hivi. Ndio unajua hapo tu penye wako atapata msemo mwenye anaweza msaidia out of hiyo situation. Lakini wanaume sasa, wewe utoke job urudi kejani, toke job urudi kejani, toke job urudi kejani. Unapata wengine hata wakitoka job urudi kejani, amelala bar, amelala restaurant, ameenda lodging, ameenda wapi, amepiga exile kwake. Nyumba ni yake lakini amepiga exile kwa sababu sasa maybe anaona. Na by the way, mimi nafikirianga the strongest man is not actually the man that is financially stable or mentally stable. I believe that the strongest man is actually the man that has a most supportive wife.
Yeah.
Manzi hawa watu wana commit suicide. Unapata mwanaume hapo na watoto, bibi na watoto na commit suicide. Sasa unashangaa kazi ya huo wife ni nini? Ni kulea watoto, kuzaa, kufanya kazi. Yaani a whole man 25 years manzi ana commit suicide. Kwa nyumba tu bibi na watoto wanarudi, anapata baba yao ndio huyo amehanga hapo. Sasa watoto imagine, yani wanaona kitu kama hiyo, mentally watakuwaje? Ni kama tu their whole life mentally watakuwa fiti kwa sababu hawaonekani kitu kama hiyo. Hata sema wewe ni mkidi mazee, una buda yako ndio huyo, umetoka chuo unapata buda yako ndio huyo amehang kwa kamba hapo hivyo. Uhai imeenda yuko, umebaki na madhe. Sasa itakuwaje sasa?
Unapata buda hapo just hanging around. Okay, no pun intended. But again anasema let's go spiritual, yeah. Nini women being a helper. Just being a helper sati I decrease role yako, sasa tunakuwa subordinate. Juu mimi kama mimi mwenyewe I'm also weak in some areas. Unaona? So niko weak in these areas. That's why you as a helper you come in. So imaanisha ati when you can helper you are subordinate or anything. Like your role is more important. Juu hizo weak areas singeweza nitaanguka chini, but wewe kuja ushikilie hiyo part, tuna rise pamoja, unaona. So like for a woman being a helper doesn't make her subordinate, unaona. Yeah.
So we have other disorders such as anxiety disorders, panic attacks, and PTSD, personality disorders, infancy and childhood. These are people that they had the childhood stolen from them. Either they lived in a broken families, they were raised by single parents. And we also have bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and other unstated disorders. And we are actually here as the Welfare Show to let you know that we are still gonna be here for you that feels so alone, for you that wants to resort to suicide, violence, and drugs. We want to let you know that we are gonna be here for you, and we will never leave you alone. The title of this show is Adam's Welfare Show, and the description is actually building a hope for the broken people, to let them know that there is actually a living broken paradise for the broken people. I actually mean that as a man, you don't have to feel insecure. You don't have to feel lonely. You should feel safe because the welfare show is actually here for you and you alone. We are doing this for you. That you will never feel lonely, rejected, or neglected. Whenever you feel so lonely, just tune into the Adams of the Adams Welfare Show, and I promise you that you will never be alone again. Thank you so much, Mr. Dell. That was just by the way. Thank you for staying posted, and our clock is actually ticking. We have a little bit of time. Thank you everybody for staying posted. So about the solution that we was talking about, we have normalizing promotion of mental health awareness, and the young men to express their feelings, their thoughts in therapy, and to support themselves in support groups and initiatives in schools, workplaces, and this can actually help to deal with social stigma. That is actually about the solutions. Mr. Darrell, thank you so much again. And do you actually have any ideology behind the solutions that can actually work? You know, not all the solutions that are actually provided they actually work in the contemporary society. We have solutions that were provided in the older generations, and some of them cannot actually work on this younger generation. Do you actually have some ideology behind the possible or the possible solutions that are authentic?
Uh, yeah, I think okay, when you look at this trauma thing, yeah, kitu funny about it ni it wasn't your fault that you uko nayo trauma, but again it's your responsibility to deal with it. And so I think some solutions have been outdated because we have to look at the how generations are upcoming, and also because there are many changes as that the years goes by, and many changes means many challenges as also. So yeah, we should always devise more and more methods of dealing with all of these problems. Yeah.
So thank you so much. This is all for today. This is all for today of the Adams Welfare Show. We are having a partnership with Mr. Darrell right here. And Mr. Darrell here has another interview out of this country. And if we are asked to excuse him, thank you so much, Mr. Darrell. It has been a fruitful and productive day. And I actually, mazee, hii show imekuwa poa na imekuwa so productive mazee, since nianze hii welfare show. I think you're the first person mwenye so you know, you just speak like a scholar. You make so informed about such matters that affect the youth, and I think that once in a while we would prefer having you back again at the welfare show, because I'm looking at this in a rare perspective, and I'm seeing this being so productive. And so kwa kila mse, thank you so much. Tulianza na one subscriber, ilikuwa ni baba yangu, na followed by mama yangu, then mimi. Sai tuko na subscribers kadhaa hapo. Thank you so much for that one person mwenye na feel lonely, that one person mwenye na feel amefika mwisho. Manze, hii dunia kunanga mwisho. Mwisho ni umeishi life yako, you have served your purpose na umeenda. RIP. Si ugonjwa, si nini, ile tu natural. So thank you so much for staying posted, Mr. Darrell. Actually, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah.
I am actually overlooking that we would love to have you again at the welfare show. This is exclusive episode 4. We are going to be doing episode 5, 6, 7, 8, still in Kisumu County, and we would still love to have you back here once again, Mr. Darrell. And thank you so much. Though sijaona ukisip juice, sijui ni hii juice haupendi, hii ni passion juice bana. Unajua hii passion juice, wachana hii si mwitu. Kuna passion juice mwitu. Hii ni passion juice made by Adams of the Adams Welfare Show. So Mr. Devil here actually does not like passion juice. Maybe next time tutaleta pineapple juice. Unajua nasikia kama most men hawapendi passion juice. Mbona wanaume hawapendi passion juice? Ama juice pia imekuwa feminine.
Kana mko kwa producer. Hapo kidogo tashwishi. If you know what I mean,
Juice imekuwa feminine. Manze kama mimi moja nilienda kununua soda, nikanunua Fanta. Sasa kwenda kukaa kulikuwa na wanaume fulani walikuwa wamekaa hapo na kunywa Coca-Cola. Walitoka wakaniacha nimekaa kwa kiti peke yangu. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nashangaa sasa nini mbaya na hawa. Kumbe pia soda imekuwa feminized. Ukikunywa Fanta Passion na Orange hiyo ni ya wanawake. So that is just by the way. Thank you everybody and thank you so much. This is the Welfare Show conclusion right here. Remember to subscribe, like and share my videos. Manze nimeitika. Kenyans wengine tunakuanga supportive lakini manze ukiview subscribe manze. Hakuna utundu utasikia ukisubscribe. Hakuna utasikia hata kitu mnyang'anywa kitu. Subscription haikati hata pesa, wachana hata transaction cost nini. Ukisubscribe haikati hata 1 bob. So manze shukran. Ukitaka kuniona tutaonana next Friday ama tutaonana comment section. Thank you so much Mr. Devil. It is actually a good and a nice honor to have you here at the Welfare Show. Thank you so much. And manze hiyo tai yako. Naionea wivu hiyo tai yako. Hata kama mimi sijavai tai leo. Hiyo ndio tai ya watu wenye wanaenda kulipa mahali. Usiniambie huko ndio kwenye unaenda saa hii. Naona tai imesimama.
Kule tu hapa na pale but yeah, next time we'll have this more time to talk.
Manze nimeangalia hiyo usafi yako nikaona there must be someone so talented behind you usafi. You see normal, hebu niangalie hata kashati kanakaa kamechoka, kaloni sijui kanakaa sijui ni aje. Lakini nakuangalia manze sawa mheshimiwa, is there something ama someone behind hii usafi yako?
There's always someone. There's always someone.
What? Hata mimi pia I hope napatako ka someone. Nikuweko msafi. Naona kashati kamechoka. Lakini tunashukuru Mungu sana. Thank you so much Mr. Devil. Acha nikusalimie tena manze. Thank you so much and see you next time. We would love to have you here once again. Wacha mimi nibaki na hii juice yangu.
Sawa. Thanks.